Could a small piece of fruit really be the reason you're waking up 2, even 3 times every night? It might sound surprising, but for many elders across the United States, India, and even globally, this quiet habit is stealing their sleep. You finish dinner. Maybe enjoy a slice of orange or a handful of grapes. Then you lie down, hoping for rest, but your bladder has other plans. Again and again. In this video, you'll discover 5 fruits that can help you sleep through the night, and 5 that may be secretly waking you up. Tell me, where are you watching from? If this helps you even a little, please like the video and subscribe for more quiet, trusted health tips. After 60, your body begins to shift, not suddenly, but gently. Your kidneys slow down a little at night. Your bladder becomes more sensitive. And even a small amount of urine can feel urgent. That's why what you eat in the evening, especially your fruit choices, can quietly shape how well you sleep. Some fruits help the body rest. Others may nudge the bladder awake. Let's begin with 5 fruits that can support your bladder and help you stay asleep longer. And the first one is often overlooked, yet surprisingly powerful. The banana. It may seem ordinary, but it holds a quiet strength. Bananas are naturally low in acid, so they won't irritate the bladder lining, even in a sensitive system. What makes them special is their rich supply of potassium and magnesium. These minerals help relax the smooth muscles around the bladder, easing tension and reducing those sudden urges to wake up and go. For many older adults, bananas also offer steady, calming energy. They don't overstimulate the body. They don't create heat or discomfort. Instead, they support a restful transition into sleep. The best time to enjoy one is about an hour after dinner. Not cold, not straight from the fridge, but soft, ripe, and at room temperature. A single banana, eaten slowly and with intention, can gently quiet the body and help you drift into deeper sleep without interruption. Now let's move to another fruit that carries more healing power than most people realize, the papaya. Papaya is light on the stomach, soothing to the gut, and beautifully easy to digest. And that matters more than you might think. You see, when your digestion is heavy or bloated at night, it places quiet pressure on the bladder. That pressure can create a false sense of urgency, waking you up even when there's very little urine inside. Papaya helps prevent that. It contains a natural enzyme called papain, which gently breaks down proteins and keeps the digestive system light and unburdened. For many older adults, that one simple effect can mean fewer nighttime trips to the toilet and a more peaceful night overall. Even more helpful, papaya doesn't increase acid in the body. It actually calms it. That makes it a perfect evening fruit for sensitive bladders. The ideal time to eat papaya is 1 to 2 hours before bed. A small, ripe slice, soft orange in at room temperature is often all it takes. And if you've ever had a heavy dinner or felt pressure in your lower belly when lying down, this simple change might bring more comfort than you expect. And if you're finding this helpful so far, I'd really love to know, where in the world are you watching from? Just drop a quick comment below. It helps me feel more connected to you. And if this video is bringing you even a little clarity or comfort, please take a moment to like it, subscribe, and tap the bell so you never miss a gentle tip like this again. Let's keep going. There's another fruit that's quietly powerful, the pear. Soft, sweet, and high in gentle fiber, pears do more than support digestion. They help relieve internal pressure, especially the kind that builds in the intestines and presses down on the bladder. For many older adults, constipation or slow digestion can lead to frequent urination at night. The bladder gets pushed, even when it's only slightly full. Pears ease that problem in a natural way. They contain a natural sugar alcohol called sorbitol, which draws water into the intestines and encourages smooth, regular bowel movements. When the gut is comfortable, the bladder often rests too. The best time to eat a pear is in the late afternoon, not too close to bedtime, and not combined with a heavy meal. Just one medium pear, chewed slowly, with the skin left on if it's soft, can quietly support both your digestion and your sleep. It's a small fruit, but in many homes, it's made a big difference. There's a fruit many of us overlook, something that grows quietly in gardens, sold fresh on street corners, or ripens slowly in the fruit bowl. It's guava, and for the bladder, it's one of the most surprising heroes. Guava is naturally rich in vitamin C, but unlike citrus fruits, it's low in citric acid. That's an important difference. Because while vitamin C supports the immune system and reduces inflammation, citric acid can irritate the bladder lining, especially at night. Guava gives you the benefits, without the downside. It also contains gentle compounds that soothe the urinary tract and help reduce mild swelling or burning sensations during urination, something many older adults quietly struggle with. But to get the best from guava, it's important to eat it simply. No salt, no chili, and certainly not with milk. Just the fruit itself, slightly firm, slightly ripe, eaten slowly in the late afternoon or early evening. Some people peel if the skin is thick, others eat it whole. Either way, guava can bring real calm to a restless bladder. Now, let's talk about one of the most loved fruits in the world, watermelon. Sweet, cooling, hydrating, and often seen as a perfect summer treat. But here's the truth. Watermelon can both help and harm your sleep, depending on when you eat it. Watermelon contains a powerful antioxidant called lycopene. It supports prostate health in men and helps calm irritation in the urinary tract for both men and women. That makes it helpful, but only when eaten early in the day, because watermelon is full of water. If eaten after sunset, it sends a flood of fluid into the system just when your kidneys are slowing down. That extra load can fill the bladder quickly and wake you up too soon. The best time for watermelon is before 2 p.m. A small bowl, eaten plain and at room temperature, gives you the benefits without the disruption. Avoid chilling it. Don't mix it with dairy. And never eat it as a late-night snack, even if it seems light. When timed right, watermelon support hydration and urinary comfort. When eaten late, it does the opposite. So it's not just what you eat, but when you eat it, that matters most. If you've made it this far, I'd love to hear from you. Where are you watching from today? And if this video has been helpful, please take a moment to like it, subscribe, and turn on notifications, so you never miss a quiet health tip made just for you. Now that we've looked at the fruits that can help calm your bladder and support better sleep, let's gently turn to the other side. Because while many fruits are naturally healthy, some of them, especially when eaten at the wrong time, can quietly disturb your sleep and send you running to the bathroom in the middle of the night. These fruits might seem innocent, but after 60, when the bladder becomes more sensitive and the body processes things more slowly, even a small piece of fruit can have a bigger effect than we expect. Let's begin with one of the most common, citrus fruits, like oranges and sweet limes. They're bright, refreshing, full of vitamin C, and unfortunately, full of citric acid. That acid lowers the pH of your urine, making it more acidic. And acidic urine, especially in older adults, tend to irritate the bladder lining. The result? A sudden urge to urinate, even if there isn't much there. This doesn't mean you need to give up oranges or citrus completely. They still offer plenty of health benefits, but the timing matters. Citrus fruits are best enjoyed in the first half of the day, before noon if possible, when your digestion is stronger and your kidneys are more active. Eating them after dinner, though, can trigger those middle-of-the-night wake-ups you've been trying to avoid. Now, let's talk about pineapple. Sweet, juicy, tropical, and often thought of as a light evening snack. But hidden inside pineapple is a compound called bromelain. It helps with digestion by breaking down proteins, but it also stimulates gut activity, and that can lead to unexpected pressure on the bladder. When your digestive system becomes too active at night, the intestines start moving more, gently pressing on nearby organs, including the bladder. That pressure can create a false sense of urgency, waking you even when your bladder is only half full. Pineapple isn't bad, but just like citrus, it's best kept for earlier in the day, when the body can handle the extra stimulation without disturbing your sleep. Next comes a fruit that often feels harmless, grapes. They're small, sweet, easy to snack on, and often kept in the fridge for a quick evening bite. But grapes can quietly cause bloating and pressure in the lower belly, especially in older adults with slower digestion. The natural sugars in grapes tend to ferment when they sit too long in the gut, creating gas and bloating. And that buildup adds gentle pressure to the bladder. It's not always painful, but it can make your body think it's time to urinate, even when the bladder isn't truly full. For seniors trying to reduce nighttime trips to the bathroom, Grapes are best eaten early in the day and in moderation. If you enjoy them, try peeling them and letting them warm to room temperature instead of eating them cold and whole at night. Just a small shift can make a big difference in how your bladder behaves while you sleep. If this video is giving you helpful ideas, please take a moment to like it and subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next gentle tip. And let me know in the comments, do you usually eat any of these fruits at night? I'd love to hear what you're learning or changing. There's another fruit that often slips under the radar because we don't always think of it as a fruit. The tomato. It adds flavor to nearly every dish. But when eaten raw, especially in the evening, it can quietly disturb the bladder. Raw tomatoes are rich in something called oxalic acid. This compound, while natural, can increase the formation of tiny crystals in the urine. And for a sensitive bladder, that's enough to cause irritation. You may not feel it while eating, but in the stillness of the night, your body notices. If you enjoy tomatoes, there's no need to stop. Just use them cooked instead of raw, especially after sunset. Cooked tomatoes are easier on the system, gentler on the bladder, and still full of flavor. And finally, let's talk about fruit juices, especially those refreshing blends of orange, lemon, kiwi, or sweet lime. They go down easily, but they absorb quickly, too quickly. Unlike whole fruits, juices deliver a facet of acid and sugar directly into your system. This can overstimulate the bladder and throw off your body's quiet rhythm, especially if taken in the evening. For many older adults, even half a glass of citrus juice at night can lead to 2 or 3 wake-ups. It's not just about the fruit. It's about the form. Juice is more concentrated, more acidic, more demanding. If you enjoy juice, you don't have to give it up. Just shift it earlier in the day, ideally before 2 p.m., when your kidneys and bladder are more active and less reactive. Now let's take a step back and breathe. You don't need to stop eating fruit. You don't need to change everything. Just start noticing when you eat and how your body responds. Sometimes one small change, like a calming fruit in the evening or avoiding acidic juice after dinner, can give you 6 full hours of deep, peaceful sleep. Instead of waking every 90 minutes, wondering why rest is so hard to hold on to. Because at this stage in life, it's not always about how much we eat, but when we eat it, and the more gently we listen to our bodies, the more peace we begin to find.